Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo! What is up, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well. Having yourselves a very fantastic day. What's up, everybody? That's pretty loud. That's pretty loud up here. All right. Let me get a testing 1, 2, 3 in the chat. A testing 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Hopefully we are all ready to go. Hopefully everybody's doing very, very well. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure that you turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. We do Sixers, we do Phillies, and we do Eagles games on this play-by-play channel. We do it like an old school radio classic play-by-play style. And of course we have you guys in here as the color commentators because, as I like to say, and I don't usually say this, but maybe I should start saying this a little bit more. Guess what? Without you guys, there is no color. Without you guys, there is no color. And that is the truth. So, we have news. Obviously, Joel Embiid is playing in tonight's game, so that is good news. Number 1 for the Sixers. Thanks for the delay. That's beautiful. Is there any bad news? No, there's no bad news. There's no bad news at all. I'm ready for this Sixers team to play tonight. Last night sucked. Last night sucked. Last night is in the past. It's in the past. That 15-0 run with 3.5 minutes left to go was just a part of your imagination. Just a part of your imagination, and we're going for win number 14 tonight, and we're doing it against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. How's that sound? How's that sound in the chat? Give me a thumbs up for that. Give me thumbs ups if you guys think that we can beat Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors tonight, because I certainly think that we can. It would not shock me at all whatsoever. This Golden State Warriors team, they started off 12-3 on the season. And you know what their record's been ever since then? Their record ever since then has been 4 wins and 13 losses. Crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yes, so I'm ready. I'm ready for this game. Last night was just a part of your imagination. Didn't happen. And now Joel Embiid is back out there tonight for the Sixers. There is no excuse why they can't win this game. Embiid played really well on Monday in Portland. I need him to go out there, and I need him to dominate again. This was where he got hurt last year. And so I'm hoping that he comes up with a statement here, because that would sort of be poetic justice, I guess, if he were to have a very dominant game in this arena, because this is where he missed time. And he had the knee, he had the meniscus tear and all that sort of stuff. So if he can go out there tonight, dominate the game, give the Sixers 30 points, and just cause a lot of double teams, I think that we're in good position. I really do. What I don't like, and what I'm going to continue to bang the drum about, is Kyle Lowry is still starting out there for the Sixers, and I'm done. I've been done with the Kyle Lowry experience, Nick Nurse. Come on. I've been done with it. And I don't want him starting, man. That's the truth. I don't want him out there. I don't want him starting. But I guess it is what it is. I think that it's, the Warriors tonight are 3.5-point favorites, and the Sixers are underdogs. And honestly, I would take the Sixers. I really would. I think that that's like a really, really good bet. I don't see the Sixers losing tonight. I really don't. I think that the Sixers win this game tonight against the Golden State Warriors, and I can't see them lose. I really can't. The lines didn't change. They actually went up, I think, just a little bit. They're at plus 135 now. But I would take the Sixers because Joel Embiid is playing, and when Joel Embiid is out there, and when he's healthy, and when he's playing even at a 75% level, that gives the Sixers a better chance to go out there and do some awesome things. No Andre Drummond tonight. No Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight. We missed Kelly last night. We did. But I think that his defense has been really good this year. But we still, last night again is last night. But we need to go out there. We need to get a W at the Chase Center. And that is the bottom line. That is the bottom line. All right. What else? I should have copied and pasted. What's going on? Read my freestyle at the top. If I can find it, I will. Shut down Steph, please. That's all we need. That's all I see. So, and number 2, let's go Sixers. 1 like from Jane, and the number 2, let's go Sixers. Shut down Steph, please. That's all we need. That's all I saw. All right. But anyhow, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Sixers are 5-0 in the last 5 games with Joel Embiid out there, and they got to get a W out there tonight. Tyrese Maxey, man. Tyrese Maxey needs to have a good night tonight. He did not have a good night last night. Let's call it what it is. He did not play well. He started off shooting-wise really bad in the ball game, and then he got a little bit better in the second half. But in the fourth quarter, when we needed him to step up, he could not do so. He turned the ball over a lot, and I think that obviously having Joel back out there, it certainly does help. But I need Tyrese Maxey to step in there because Tyrese Maxey can be a closer on this Sixers team, and that's the truth. And that's sort of what I expect him to become for this Sixers squad with or without Embiid. And so I didn't like how he couldn't close out last night's game, and DeMar DeRozan and those Kings were able to take advantage of that, and we gave them life, and we lost the game, and we choked it. So Charles Barkley says, if the Sixers are healthy, I'm going to take them over the Cavs. He just said that. He just said, if the Sixers are healthy, I'm going to take them over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wow. That's a big statement, man. That is a big statement from Charles Barkley. And he speaks his mind. He calls it like it is, and he doesn't lie. He doesn't have a fake bone in his body. And you got to love Charles Barkley for that. But I just saw that tweet. And that does speak volumes because he's Charles Barkley, man. He is. He's Charles Barkley. All right, let's go to our live stream for tonight's game. Let's go to our live stream. And first of all, welcome on in to each and every one of you. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon as well. And that way you'll know when we go live on Play-by-Play with JJ. Let's copy and paste this, and let's make a new one of these. See if this works. Test out the chat. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. I could close this out. Let's try to close this out. Let's close that out, and let's put this back up and out. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. That's a little bit better. We got 13 concurrent viewers. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And Will this work now? Will this work now? I don't really know. I don't know. But yeah, all right, we are pretty much all ready and all set to go. And we should be starting in just about a few minutes. My keys for tonight's game. What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you comment those down below. My keys for tonight's game are this. We need to create separation when we're taking our shots tonight, and we need to do a good job with setting screens. The one thing that the Golden State Warriors do a good job with is they do a good job with fighting through screens on defense. So I need us to set picks, but I also need us to be able to get extra bodies out there to make it really hard for guys to fight through screens. So that way we can get separation and put up really good, high-volume shots. And that's how I feel. I also really feel like our head coach needs to have crisp rotations out there, and I don't trust that from this head coach. But if we want to win tonight, we're going to need to have very good rotations. All right? And that's going to be something else that I look for in tonight's game. 118 to 113 says Illy is their final score prediction. Jane says 112 to 105 is her final score prediction. And my final score prediction, I'm going to go with 123. I'm going to go with 123 to 118. I'm going to go with 123 to 118. Wherever my pen is, there it is. Okay. 123 to 118. And chat just stopped working. Come on, man. Chat just stopped working. It's been giving me a problem again today. 119 Sixers, 115 Warriors. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Let's do this one more time before we get started. All right, there's Joel Embiid out there. So we are ready to get started. We are ready to get rolling. We'll get you the starting lineups as we come on into this game. Let's hope that this works now. Testing the live chat again. Testing. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. No. All right, so we are underway right now, and the Sixers have to play defense first. They are on offense first, excuse me. And then we are live at the Chase Center. Sixers turn it over, though, as it is stolen by Dennis Schroeder. Here comes Curry, who hesitates, puts up a three-pointer on the near wing, gets it to go. So Steph Curry already in scoring figures, and he has put the Warriors up already 3-0. So it was a bad pass by Paul George. Sixers lineup, it's PG, Martin, Embiid, Lowry, and Maxey. And the Sixers come away with a bucket from Tyrese Maxey as he puts up a floater, and it's up and in. Draymond Green, Trace Jackson Davis, Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, and Steph Curry are the lineup, or are the starting five players for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Green on the other side, and he puts that one up and puts it in as well to make it now a 5-2 game. And we've only played about a minute. Embiid will hand it off over to Lowry, but the ball does go out of bounds. Lowry was not anticipating that pass, and the Sixers turn it over. So the Warriors have their Golden Gate Bridge in the center of their blue and yellow logo over at half court. Here we go. Draymond gets it over on the far side, sets a screen for Schroeder. Schroeder over to Draymond. The ball gets deflected, and a nice little, it was supposed to be an alley-oop pass over to Trace Jackson Davis, but it was deflected by the Sixers. So Maxey ends it off over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry goes running inside, and it's rejected by Draymond Green. And it'll be Philadelphia basketball with about less than 11 minutes, or about less than 10 and a half minutes to go in this first quarter. Here's George on a step-back three-pointer. No good. Draymond Green rebound. Outlet pass over to Jackson Davis. Puts up a shot. No. And George comes away with his miss. So PG will swing it out over to Caleb Martin, who catches and lets it fly. And that one's way off the mark. It actually hit the back iron, and the Warriors have the ball again. Skip pass from Wiggins over to Steph, but goes out of Tyrese Maxey's hand out of bounds. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Badman's here. What's up, Badman? How you doing, bro? How are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. Like the jersey cover is very easy to see from far away. That's good. Let's try to put our thing back up. Here's Schroeder on a catch and shoot three-pointer. He got it to go, and that makes it now an 8-2 ball game. Sorry, we're off to a little bit of a slow start on here. Sixers get the ball stolen away by Steph Curry. Curry goes downhill over to Jackson Davis, denied by Embiid, and Joel has his miss. Good block by Joel Embiid. He got up there just a little bit. Hands it off to Lowry for a catch and shoot tray. No good. Schroeder, rebound. Outlet pass to Curry. Curry gets it deflected by Embiid and intercepted by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey to George. George thought about taking the three-pointer, takes it all the way over towards the cup, and puts it up and lays it in. It's already 8-4, just like that. And we have to move this thing down, which we will do right now. We will move this down. Sorry about that. And then, of course, we'll move this little guy down, too. All right, so we have a bucket that's made by Dennis Schroeder again. He's had the hot hand so far. Already 6 points for Schroeder and makes it now 11-4. Embiid for three on the other side. Won't go. And another rebound by the Golden State Warriors. They're doing a very good job off the glass. Wiggins gets it over on the far side as the Warriors go from right to left. Sixers are going from left to right. Schroeder thought about taking the three. Got Caleb Martin on a pump fake, but will pass it over to Wiggins from the near wing to the far wing for a three-pointer. And Embiid grabs his third rebound of the ball game. Still no points for Joel. Handoff over to George, who tries to zigzag over towards the lane and gets called for a charge. As it was Draymond Green who sacrificed his body, or Dennis Schroeder, that is. And it'll be Golden State Warriors basketball. Of course, this would be a Dennis Schroeder get-right game, says Jacob Marino. Crazy. This is really wild. We had a goal scored by Tyson Forster already just 21 seconds into the Flyers game, so that's good to know. Schroeder gets it inside, goes up with a little layup, and gets it to fall. Sixers will call for a timeout with about 7:51 left to go in the first quarter. And they'll be back in just a little bit. Not a good start by the Sixers. They trail by 9, and they just cannot keep Dennis Schroeder off the board. We'll be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very, very quick break. See you soon. Welcome back to Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. If you guys like traditional play-by-play, that's what we do on here, man. We do like old school radio play-by-play style of cast for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. And we also try to get you guys involved with the chat. And we try to have a lot of fun on here. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. Mike is here. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my guy? Thanks so much for being on here. We got 2 other basketball games going on right now. Actually, one of them just has 1.3 seconds left, and that's the Oklahoma City Thunder game. That just ended, so just one other basketball game going on right now, and that is the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks game. You know, the Bucks, they're down 111-94 against the Brooklyn Nets. That's who the Sixers, they'll play them on Saturday. There's Steph Curry out there for the Golden State Warriors. The Sixers burned their first time out, and let's see what they drew up out of this. Embiid gives it up over to Caleb Martin. Here's Paul George in between the circles. Lowry on the far side. Tries to get through a screen, goes down the lane. Should have taken the shot there. He tries to contest it, puts it up and can't get it to go, but there is a foul called. I don't know why he was waiting. He had a lot of time to try to shoot that, and he was looking to pass it. Sometimes you just got to improvise, and when you have a wide-open lane like that, just take the shot. Don't overthink it. You know, put the ball in the hoop. That's the name of the game. Here's Steph Curry, a 4-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP as well, out there for the Golden State Warriors. First foul shot by Kyle Lowry's up and in, so they called a shooting foul on Andrew Wiggins. Lowry is over at the foul line for Philadelphia. Lowry, 38 years old, grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and, of course, was a Villanova Wildcat from 2004 to 2006. Foul shot number 2. Good.
Excellent.
13-6 is the score. Philadelphia trails by 7. Jackson Davis, hand off over to Schroeder. And we have a little jam down low by Trace Jackson Davis. As he goes over Joel Embiid, there's Buddy Hield, former Philadelphia 76er, on the bench for the Golden State Warriors. Martin over to Embiid over at the nail. Embiid takes about 2 jab steps and goes up with a foul line jumper. It's a little bit strong. And Steph Curry grabs his miss. He'll swing it over to Schroeder. Schroeder back to Curry. Curry behind the back pass over to Draymond Green. Little alley-oop pass. It's deflected by Embiid. And Lowry comes away with a steal. Sixers marching down over on the other side. Tyrese Maxey dribbles towards the right side. Penetration coming. He tries to go up with a layup, and he mistimed it. And another rebound by the Golden State Warriors. They're doing a very good job on the glass. Sixers have not been efficient from the field so far. Could not score in the last 3.5 minutes in last night's game and lost because of a 15-0 run. George comes away with the steal. Outlet pass over to Tyrese Maxey, who tries to finish over towards the left side of the lane. Can't get it to go, and the whistles remain silent again. Sixers are coming away with the turnovers. Here's Draymond Green out in transition, and he makes an easy layup. And the Sixers just not capitalizing on the opportunities. You know, they're getting the turnovers. They're playing good defense, but they're just not winning in the fast break at all whatsoever. Embiid with a handoff over to Maxey. Maxey got tripped up, and there is going to be a foul called on the Golden State Warriors. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on this channel. Scott, my man, what's going on, and all you great people? Happy New Year, gang. Happy New Year to you too, my man. Happy New Year to you too, man. Seriously. Thank you so much for being a supporter of this channel. It means a lot. It really, really means a lot to me. 17-6. Golden State Warriors, 7 assists on 7 field goals made already. And the Sixers not off to a good start at all. Here's Jackson, who comes on in for the Philadelphia 76ers. Lob pass down low over to Paul George. George with a bounce pass over to Embiid. Embiid to Jackson for 3. In and out it goes. It's just been that type of a first quarter for the Sixers, who have only put up 6 points, and we're more than halfway done. Wiggins for 3. That one also goes in and out. And Yabusele, who comes on in for the first time today for the Sixers, is able to get a rebound. Embiid's down low over on the block, finds Yabusele cutting over towards the rim, and he's fouled by Buddy Hield. And we have a shooting foul called on Buddy, and Yabusele is going to head on over towards the line to try to make a pair of foul shots. Gershon, 29 years old, was a first-round draft pick by the Boston Celtics, 16th overall pick that year. Was a EuroLeague champion back in 2023 and was also a French Cup winner back in 2021. So the first foul shot is up and in by Gershon, and Warriors will call for time as the Sixers trail by 10. 17-7 with 5:29 left to go in the opening quarter in Golden State. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. I did not want this type of a start. I'm a little bit surprised that Joel has come out of the gates, looking pretty, I don't know what the right word is. Looks a little bit slow. He does. You would think that the rest would help him. By the way, the Milwaukee Bucks, who were just down by 20, have cut it to a 10-point deficit with about 3:16 to go. So they're coming back against the Brooklyn Nets. They've outscored the Nets and have done a much better job. The Nets had a 24-point lead. That was their largest lead, and it's down to 10 with about 3:16 to go. And they just called for a timeout. So just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit those bell icons, man. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. And again, chat ain't working. How many points for Embiid? 20 or less, 25-29, 30-35, or 36 plus? How many points for Joel Embiid in tonight's game? Let me know down below. Is this what we're doing? Excellent. 4 steals, 2 blocks, 0 points. Isn't that wild? Doesn't that get your juices flowing? Ninja chat. I don't know. I don't get this thing. One last time. No. This thing is really frustrating the heck out of me. It really is. And for the last time, this is the last time we're doing this. I'm not putting up with this anymore. Just like to be able to have my stuff in one place. That's all I want, man. I just like to have my stuff in one place. 25-29 for Embiid. Neil says 24 points. Ooh, that'd be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice. Is there a way I can, make this smaller? There we go. That's better. That's the closest thing that I'll get to this. Okay. All right, so the Sixers, they trail by 10 points. 17-7 is the score with about 5.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Portland will play the Lakers tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the only other basketball game that'll be in the late window. Yabusele's foul shot, his second one. Good.
Excellent.
So that makes it now 17-8. All right, Sixers looking to try to play defense out there. Buddy Hield gets it over on the near wing. And now takes it over towards the baseline. Hands it off to Green. Green over to Curry. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Curry being clamped down on defense by Caleb Martin. Tries to go down the lane. Good defense by Martin. And the Sixers come away with a rebound. I like the addition of Caleb Martin out there for the Sixers. And I like how he's guarding Steph Curry. Here's Paul George. Takes it over towards the right side. Tries to go down the lane. Hands it off to Embiid. Embiid with a tip. And he's able to get it up and in. He tried to put up a shot. He airballed it. And it was good defense by Draymond, but was able to get the follow through on the tip. Sixers trail by 7 now with about 4:42 left remaining in quarter number 1. And we have a reach and foul called on Paul George. There's Nick Nurse. Not so happy about that call there, even though it looked like it was a little bit of a ticky-tack play. That's the second personal foul already on Paul George. And, he has to be more careful, man. He's been giving up a lot of fouls. Yes, he really has to be more and more careful. Green with a handoff over to Curry. He gets double-teamed. We'll try to bounce pass it back over to Draymond Green. Green finds Kuminga, who cuts down the lane and puts it up and in. Jonathan Kuminga has been a problem off the bench for the Golden State Warriors. George gives it up over to Joel Embiid, and Embiid gets called for a charge as Draymond Green sacrifices his body, and Joel Embiid and Draymond having some words. But they also do shake hands as well. Flyers up 1-0. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, whoops. I'm in the wrong chat. Bucks have cut it to a 6-point deficit with 98 seconds to go. And again, they were down by as many as 24 points. Here's Kuminga, who parts the Red Sea, and the Golden State Warriors having their way. They lead at 21-10, and it's now an 11-point lead for the Warriors. 12 of their points have come into the paint in this game so far. George crosses over about 3 times, takes it over towards the left side of the baseline, can't finish through contact. Draymond Green boxes out, gets the rebound, pass over to Curry, outlet pass to Kuminga, one more to Hield for 3, off the mark, offensive rebound by Curry, he can't scoop and score, and Reggie Jackson comes away with his miss. Sixers off to the races, nice little bounce pass over to Gershon Yabusele from Reggie Jackson, and he gets the assist to make it now 21-12. Curry with a no-look pass over to Buddy Hield. And Kuminga gets it over at the top of the perimeter again. Kuminga with a step-back tray. Bullseye. Just in the face of Joel Embiid. 24 points for Golden State. And just 12 so far for the Sixers, who are 0 for 5 from downtown. Maxey is not out there for the Sixers. Yabusele with a little baby hook shot. He puts it up and puts it in for the Sixers. Nice little baby hook by him there. We have a foul called on Caleb Martin, who had to get back on defense, and Trace Jackson Davis, I believe, is the one that got fouled there. Or was it Jonathan Kuminga? I think it was Kuminga, actually. See, I don't like to always look at these live lineups because there's so many spoilers on here. ESPN really just spoils so much, and it's like they're in real time. They really are in real time. I don't know how they update it like that, but they do. Wiggins is going over to the charity stripe. And free throw number 1 by Andrew Wiggins is good to make it now 25-14. This is Steve Kerr's 11th season with the Golden State Warriors. 4-time NBA champion. And has also won 535 games. Is that Terry Stacks over on the bench with Golden State? Is he now the assistant coach? He was the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum for a while. Foul shot number 2 coming on up for Andrew Wiggins, and he hits it and increases the lead for Golden State up to 12 points. Tyrese Maxey will step back in for the Sixers, so their lineup is Embiid, Maxey, Jackson, Council, and Yabusele. And there's 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Embiid gets it downhill over on the block, swings it over to Maxey. Here's Jackson over to Ricky Council the 4th. Council finds Maxey wide open for a 3, and he can't hit it. Brick City for the Sixers so far. 2.5 minutes to go. Hield down low over to Jackson Davis. They swing it around to Kuminga. Kuminga back over to, who was that? That was Schroeder. Schroeder's over at the top of the key. Jackson Davis down low on the block, puts up a shot. Good defense by Embiid. And the Sixers trying to go off to the races. Council on the drive to the basket. Tries to score, but he's fouled by Buddy Hield. And that's Buddy's second personal foul of the game. So far, the Sixers getting out-rebounded, getting out-hustled, and getting outscored as well. 11 rebounds for this Golden State Warriors team. Sixers are also 0 for 6 from the 3, and the Warriors are 4 for 7, so that's been a big difference in this game too. Can't deny that. Foul shot number 1 by Council. It hits off the back iron, and it dances wide right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon, man. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? 76ers cannot buy a bucket. Come on, man. They can't buy a bucket. No, they can't. Jeff Doughton Jr. will actually step on in for the Sixers. This is a little bit of a new lineup for Philadelphia with 2:09 left to go. Notice that Nick Nurse likes to go to his younger guys in this particular spot. I'm always curious as to why he likes to do that. Foul shot number 2 by Council. It's good.
Excellent.
So that makes it back to an 11-point ball game with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Schroeder, Jackson, Kuminga, Moody, and Hield all out there. Hield catches, puts up a three-pointer. No good. Joel Embiid with the rebound for Philadelphia. And he's being guarded heavily by Trace Jackson Davis. Embiid is looking to try to spin, turn, spin again, fade away, goes up with a 2. And that one is off the mark. And the rebound goes to Jonathan Kuminga. 95 seconds left to go. And now the ball goes out of bounds. By the way, the Milwaukee Bucks have now cut it to a 1-point deficit with 23 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They were down by as many as 24 points against the Brooklyn Nets heading into the fourth quarter, and the Nets have made it a 1-point game. It's just so crazy. Hield outside over to Kuminga, and here's a three-pointer by Dennis Schroeder, and he knocks it down. Able to hit it, and that's his third three. That's his third three-pointer that he's hit already in this first quarter. He's had the responses, and he's had the answers. Maxey over to Council with a little skip pass. Council with 8 seconds left on the shot clock has to try to pass it out over to Yabusele. It was pretty high, but he was able to make the leap and catch. Takes it inside over towards the baseline from the near corner and is able to hit a reverse layup to make it now 29-17. 55 seconds left to go. Jackson Davis handoff over to Hield, and Hield catches and puts up a 3, and he got it. Oh, my goodness. What was that? And that's now 32-17. 6 for 10. Golden State is from beyond the arc. Embiid thought about taking a 3. Got the ball knocked loose. And he gets it over on the far elbow. Swings it all the way to Council for a 3 at the top of the key. That hits off the back iron. Yabusele tried to tip it over to Embiid, but he was getting back on defense. Doughton tries to play defense for the Sixers. 24 seconds left to go in an ugly first quarter for the Sixers. Schroeder gets trapped over on the outside. Finds Hield on the near corner for a 3. And he is able to knock that one down, too. It's been raining threes for Golden State. And Steph Curry's over on the bench, 35-17 with 8 seconds left to go. Maxey dribbles it with the left hand, crosses over behind the back, takes it over towards the left side, finds Embiid rolling over towards the basket, and Embiid lays it up and in with 9/10 of a second to go. And that's going to do it, as a half-court shot is no good by Dennis Schroeder. And, well, it's 35-19. Sixers are down by 16 points. Not a good first quarter. Golden State Warriors got hot from 3. And let's see if the Sixers can respond in quarter number 2. That was ugly, man. Really. It's going to be a long night, guys. It's going to be a long, long night. It's going to be a long night, man. This ain't good. The Bucks, how much time is left in that game? Giannis committed a foul. There's 6 seconds to go. Nets are shooting foul shots. I want to see if the Bucks actually come back and tie this game. I really do. It's going to be a long, long game, man. I mean, like, what went wrong? In your opinion, like, what went wrong? Please let me know down low. I think that what went wrong is that we just came out flat. Came out so flat. How do we change that? We play harder. They look like they want it, so we got to play harder. We got to play harder. Kevin says can go to bed at halftime. No, you can't. Well, yes, you can. You can go to bed at halftime. I ain't going to bed at halftime. I got to do the full game. This one so far, though, is a sleeper. I just want to know if Brooklyn comes back, if the Bucks come back and win this. They're up by 3 with 0.6 of a second to go. And are they going to call for a timeout? They probably should. They have won. Yep, that's their final timeout. That's their final timeout. 35-19 is the score. Steph Curry got things started off with a 3. But those are his only 3 points. Everybody else, Kuminga, Hield, Schroeder, and Draymond have all been playing very, very well. Everybody has scored for the Golden State Warriors. Not for the Sixers, though. Definitely not for them. It's 35-19 as we go into quarter number 2. Sixers taking on the Golden State Warriors, who are 8-8 at home. They are. Romp asked, how are we supposed to take the Sixers seriously like that quarter, with efforts like that quarter, after an embarrassing collapse yesterday? I don't know. Tired. Worked 8 days in a row with 2 more to go. I pulled an all-nighter last night. I feel that. 35-19 Golden State has the basketball. And Steph Curry will dribble it for the first time in this quarter. Here's Draymond Green that swings it down low over to Kuminga. Here's a wide-open 3 by Moses Moody. And the Golden State picks up right where they left off at the end of the first quarter. That makes it now 30-19. The Bucks just lost 113-110. They almost pulled off a miraculous comeback. Maxey gets it over on the near wing, finds Jeff Doughton Jr. on the near corner. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Doughton swings it over to Yabusele for a catch-and-shoot 3. Yes! So Gershon Yabusele finally able to stop the bleeding, and it makes it now 38-22. There's Curry over at the top of the perimeter. A dribble handoff over to Jonathan Kuminga. And they swing it over to Waters. Waters the third, that is. That's Lindy Waters the third from Oklahoma State. Kuminga on the near corner. Finds Draymond Green for a 3-pointer. And that one is no good. Maxey comes away with the rebound. 38-22. George puts up a 3-pointer in rhythm. Yes! Sixers have hit back-to-back threes for the first time in this game. It's 38-25. Now, there's a foul called on Philadelphia. Steph Curry got tripped up over at the logo, and they're going to call it on Jeff Doughton Jr. When I am sleepy, I go to bed with play-by-play with JJ. Aw. That's really sweet, man. That's so sweet. 38-25 is the score. Golden State, they lead it by 13 points. Jackson Davis trying to dribble it inside. Gives it over to Lindy Waters the third. And he lays it up and lays it on in. So Lindy able to, his first 2 points of the game. He's averaging just under 5.5 points per game. And a little bit over 2.5 rebounds as well per game, too. Yabusele with a dump-off pass over to Tyrese Maxey, who lets it fly. And he catches it in! So the Sixers are finally able to put some points on the board from 3. They've cashed in all 3 of their attempts. Curry for 3 on the other side. Got it. And that makes it now 43-28. Spoke a little bit too soon. You don't want to wake that guy up. He is perfect from downtown so far. Again, Maxey on the near wing with a pass over to Paul George for Philadelphia. George gets a screen by Doughton. Doughton heads downhill, goes up with a shot, rejected by Waters. And here comes Steph Curry over on the fast break. Bounce pass over to Lindy Waters, who catches, puts up a 3-pointer again. Another one. Another shot has fallen for this Golden State Warriors team. They are 10 for 15 from downtown and just cannot be stopped. Unbelievable. Maxey trying to lay it up and in, and they'll do that on a drive over towards the basket. 46-30 with 9:05 to go in quarter number 2. Curry trying to get past a screen set by Draymond. Then he does. He has his way and makes it 48-30. It's just been a pace and a change of buckets between the both of these teams, but the Sixers have not had the responses against this Golden State Warriors basketball team. All right, 48-30 with 5 seconds left to go in the second quarter. George turns around, tries to hit a 2. He got it to go and makes it 48-32 on that little drive. Green trying to lay it up and then over on the other side. He got it past everybody. We got to get back on defense. How are we not getting back on defense to stop these guys, including Draymond Green? And as good as Draymond is, I mean, my gosh, Draymond... It's just crazy, man. He's been in the league for a while. He's 34 years old now. We got to try to out hustle him, man. There's no doubt about it. 50-32 is the score. So Draymond Green gets the finger roll finish. Come on, man. 50-32, 8:13 left to go in the second quarter, and we have a drive over towards the lane by Council. And he gets fouled. Keep it clean in the chat, folks. Keep it clean in the chat. That's all I ask. 50-32 with about 8:13 left to go. Moses Moody gets called for a shooting foul. And we'll have some free throws coming on up. Council this year in 12.5 minutes per game has averaged just under 5.5 points, and along with 2.1 rebounds as well. First foul shot is good by Council. Jeff Doughton guarding Steph Curry. I don't understand what this what that assignment is, man. This defensive effort out there is just so awful. It's putrid. Council at the line for foul shot number 2. Got it.
Excellent.
50 points for the Golden State Warriors and 34 for the Sixers. Here comes Curry over towards the basket, but the ball gets intercepted off of the bad pass by Kuminga. It's by Caleb Martin. Sixers trying to take advantage of this. Haven't gotten a turnover since the first quarter. Maxey puts up a three-pointer on the other side. No, Council tried to get the rebound, but he got fouled. He did. He got fouled with a loose ball foul on Moses Moody. So Moody already with 6 points. He's 2 for 2 from 3. And this is a guy who has shot just 32% from 3 in just the month of December, man. It's just unbelievable. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit those bell icons. We got 27 people on here watching. Hit that thumbs up button as well. Maxey gets the inbound pass, crosses over towards the right side of the wing. Tries to bounce it over to Gershon Yabusele, but we have a kickball violation called on Golden State. It'll be on Dennis Schroeder. Moody is 6 feet 5 inches tall and 22 years old. Went to Arkansas and was a first-round draft pick by Golden State. It was the 14th overall pick by the Warriors. Sixers have the inbound pass. They give it up to Paul George with a mid-range J over Draymond. Yes! And the Sixers cut the deficit to 14 points. 7.5 minutes left to be played in quarter number 2. No Embiid back out there. Kuminga almost lost the ball. George tries to go up and down with the defense, but Jonathan Kuminga gathers himself and lays it up and lays it in. That was actually Andrew Wiggins that was able to get it. Martin trying to initiate the defense on him. Swings it over to Council. Council to Maxey. Maxey heads down the lane, and he can't put it up and in. Come on, Tyrese. Come on, man. He had a chance to do something special. Caleb Martin gets a steal off of the bad pass, but they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds over on the far sideline, and they're going to call it another turnover on the Sixers. Come on, man. Tyrese Maxey had a wide open lane, could not make the layup. Maybe there was a little bit of contact, but my guy just needs to do a better job finishing, dude. Let's see. Is he out of bounds? I don't think he was out. I really don't. I don't think he was out at all. 52-36. I think the Sixers should look at this. I really do. I think that they should look at this, and I think that they will challenge it. It certainly does look like it. It should be Sixers basketball. They should not have lost the ball there. That should be a challenge. Warriors called a timeout. 52-36. I don't think he stepped out. Come on. This is bad. Not what I expected already in this first half, dude. What are we doing? When I'm sleeping, I go to bed with play-by-play with JJ. That's really sweet, man. You need to part the Red Sea. I don't think he was out. He didn't touch the chalk. Didn't touch the line. You gotta part the Red Sea. It's funny because the ref didn't even get out of the way. Like, come on, man. Didn't even get out of the way. There's just no sense of urgency tonight. None. No sense of urgency from anybody. That's disappointing. Even if they win this game, I'm gonna be annoyed. Let's make way for Maxey. Come on, Tyrese. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I want us to get a W tonight in the worst way. The ref is a pedestrian, says Scott. 28 people watching. Please get those thumbs up buttons up. Even though the product may not be so good tonight, I do hope that you guys enjoy this cast. I go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. We do try to make things exciting when things are exciting, for sure. And we try to have fun. I need to stretch after this. After this, I'm going to take one more break. Lakers are on. They're playing the Trailblazers. It's 8-5 LA. It's in the first quarter. Yeah, the Knicks are on a 9-game winning streak. I think I said that last night, that they extended it to 8 games. They're like 1 game behind Boston. Sixers are 3 for 11 from 3. Warriors are 10 for 15. That's why they're losing, the Sixers. Sixers have to play defense. Eric Gordon is back out there for Philadelphia for the first time today. Sixers are 3 for 4 from 3 ever since the end of the first quarter. There is a shot clock violation called against Golden State, and Joel Embiid is also back out there for the Sixers. So let's see what they dial up here. It's Gordon, Maxey, George, Embiid, and Council. George on a floater over towards the lane, no good, and a rebound by Lindy Waters III. Buddy Hield, Waters, Schroeder, Wiggins, and Jackson all out there for Golden State. Here's Jackson Davis over to Wiggins for a three-pointer. That's off the mark. And George climbs the ladder, hauls it all in, and it's 52-36. George over on the near wing. What's he going to do? He'll step back, and they'll try to hit a mid-range J, and he got it. Paul George rips the cord. I like that. I'm like looking. I tried to come up with like different terms today of like other things that I should say, and I want to sort of try this when I call these things. I'd like to have different types of options out there. Waters catches, puts up a three-pointer, got it. He buried it from deep. That makes it now 55-38. Oh, come on, man. They take threes for twos, and they're now 11 for 16 from 3. Maxey with a bounce pass over to Joel Embiid. Takes about 2 jab steps, puts up a foul line jumper. It's pure, and he got it to go. So, Joel Embiid able to hit it from the foul line. There's no energy. There's no ball movement. And you can probably even tell from the call. Embiid trying to take a charge over on the other side. Won't get it, though. Whistles remain silent. And it is Andrew Wiggins who's able to lay it up and lay it in. 57 points for the Warriors, 40 points for the Sixers. It's been a high offensive game for Golden State. George tries to get it over towards the elbow, swings it outside over to Maxey. Maxey tries to lay it up and in, but he's fouled. He is fouled, and they'll head on over towards the line to try to make 2 free throws with about 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. What else is there? There's nails the freebies. There's pure shooter. These are free throws. Splashes both. Doesn't blink. I don't know what that means. He nails the freebies. I like that. Goes to the line for 2 freebies. That's cool. I kind of like that. First foul shot is up and in by Tyrese Maxey. What else we got? Metaphoric expressions. A dagger to the heart rips the cord. I said that. That one's a good one. I like that a lot. Pulls it through. Wasn't there threads it through as well? There's another one. Foul shot number 2 by Tyrese Maxey. It's good as gold.
Excellent.
Sixers down by 15 points. Buddy Hield back out there for the Golden State Warriors. Schroeder catches and puts up a 3 again. No good. And Embiid able to box out Jackson Davis and haul in the defensive rebound. George crosses over 3 times, finds Embiid at the top of the perimeter. A dump-off pass over to Tyrese Maxey. Dribbles around the screen. Gordon catches and puts up a tray. Got it! Eric Gordon puts it through and is able to split the uprights as well. 57-45. Maxey on a block over downhill over to Dennis Schroeder. He swings it back outside over to Andrew Wiggins. And Wiggins spins, fades away, puts up a 2-pointer. No good. And Jackson Davis with the offensive rebound. How come the Sixers couldn't box him out? Don't know. Schroeder back over to Davis. And Davis spins, turns, goes up with a shot over Embiid. And Embiid does get called for the shooting foul as he'll take the mask off. And Joel Embiid called for, what is that, his second personal foul of the game. 6 points, 5 rebounds for Joel Embiid, and 2 assists. Not a good start in this first half. Really, he's just looked so slow. He's looked like he's, you see some huffing and puffing out there, and just looks like he's just not in it. 2 points, 4 rebounds for Jackson Davis, and the first foul shot goes in and out. Poll is currently 46% when it comes to 20 or less points. 20 or less, 46% from 25 to 29. Foul shot number 1 is good by Trace Jackson, was no good by Trace Jackson Davis, and the second foul shot is good to put Golden State up by 13. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left remaining in the second quarter. Gordon on a drive over to the basket, swings it out over to George for a 3. That's it. That's in and out. Embiid, though, gets the offensive rebound. There's a good shot selection, though, by Paul George. Embiid over at the nail, takes about 3 jab steps, goes up with a layup on the other side, and he's fouled by Trace Jackson Davis. See, this is what Embiid has to do. Like, he knows that he has a mismatch on Trace Jackson Davis, and he knows that he has a lot of size on him. Just has to be more aggressive, and they got to just give the ball to him, and sort of like what they were doing against DeAndre Ayton. That's what the recipe is going to have to be in tonight's game. Slow the game down. They're playing at a very fast pace, and Embiid has to do that. He has to slow the game down and conduct the rhythm. Foul shot number 1 is good, and a timeout called by Golden State with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the second quarter. Sixers went scoreless yesterday with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the game. But can they finish out the rest of the 3 minutes and 34 seconds on a strong note in this first half? Good question. We'll see. Let's try to do more analogies. I like Drops a dime through the net. Rips the court is a good one. More. He does. He has to be more aggressive. He knows that this guy's so much smaller than him in size. It's not like he's going up against Nikola Jokic or like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Shaq or whoever. You know, you can put out a great center out there, or Anthony Davis even. Like he's not going up against any of those guys. Like if it's those guys, I understand. But he's better than those guys. Even if he's not fully 100%. Got to take it down low on the block, my guy. Now we're trying to find a rhythm. Why do I always put my phone face down? I don't know. Embiid is 30 years old, went to Montverde Academy in Florida, then was a Kansas Jayhawk for about a year, then declared for the NBA draft and was the 3rd overall draft pick of the 2014 draft. Number 1 was Andrew Wiggins. And Wiggins, of course, now on the Golden State Warriors. Was drafted, though, by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And was also a Kansas Jayhawk. Got to play with Joel Embiid in college. They had a lot of fun together, but Joel missed a lot of time because of the foot injury that he had during that one-and-done season. Also, Jabari Parker, dude. Jabari Parker, man, could have had a really awesome career. Went to Duke. I've always wondered, man, like, what would have happened if he would have stayed healthy? I think he would have had a really good career. I do. I want to say, but I won't. But I might soon. Uh-oh. I think that we're going to respond. I do. I'm starting to see that Golden State was hitting shots at a very ridiculous rate. I do believe that as the game goes on, we're going to be fine. Didn't like the start, but, you know, call me Mr. Positive, but it's how I feel. Embiid's dripping with a lot of sweat. I'll go to the line for one more. Jonathan Kuminga come back in for Trace Jackson Davis. And the second foul shot by Joel Embiid coming on up. Sixers 4 for 13 from 3. Warriors 11 for 18. The foul shot is up and in.
Excellent.
All right, come on. Can the Sixers play good defense here? Caleb Martin locking up Steph Curry. That's been a good sign for the Sixers. They have not been able to give him the ball a lot. Here's a little alley-oop pass, though, from Draymond Green over to Jonathan Kuminga. Nobody could cover him. And you got to watch the facilitating of Draymond because he can certainly make things happen. 60-47. Sixers trail by 13 points with less than 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Embiid gets it over on the block. Wants to try to take down Draymond Green and tries to put him up. Goes up with a shot, and I think we have a goaltending called. Caleb Martin wanted the goaltending call, and let's see if they're going to give it to him. I don't think so. Oh, wait, yes, they are. They will, and Steve Kerr is looking over at Dennis Schroeder, and he's looking over at the refs saying, how could you do that? It is an and-one opportunity as well for Embiid. So we'll head on over to the line for one more and try to make it a 10-point ball game. So goaltending by Wiggins and a foul on Green. This is what you want from Embiid. This is all that we've asked for, man. Foul shot by Joel. Got it. This is the pace you want to play with. 60-50 with about 2:50 to go in the second quarter. And again, it's all about dictating that pace. Here's Kuminga, who's wide open for a three-pointer off the mark. Offensive rebound by Wiggins. Can somebody catch the board? Curry for three. Got it over Eric Gordon. And that's what happens when you give this Golden State Warriors team life. 63-50. And Steph Curry knocks down another one from three. Here's Martin over on the far wing. Crosses over. Takes it over towards the nail. Tries to swing it out to Maxey. That was a terrible pass. And it's intercepted by Draymond Green. Schroeder to Curry. Somebody has to guard him. Curry, but with a backdoor pass over to Andrew Wiggins as he cuts over to the basket. And the Warriors increase their lead to 15 points with 2 minutes in exchange in this second quarter. Embiid has it over on the far right side, and we have a blocking foul called, or a personal foul called on Draymond Green. It is. The Sixers are playing much better in the second quarter, says Keith Pompey, but they're still giving up some open shots, and they're just still not getting rebounds, man. They're not getting any rebounds. So Embiid's going to the line for another couple of free throws as the Sixers are in the bonus. That is the good news. Foul shot number one by Embiid is good. Again, a 95% foul shooter this year. For a guy that's that tall, it's really impressive. 12 points for Embiid, 6 rebounds, 4 for 8 he is from the field. He's looking to go 5 for 5 from the line. See if he can do it. And the foul shot number 2, swish. Goes the basketball.
Excellent.
13-point ball game with 1:53 to go in quarter number 2. Green wide open for 3. Far wing, yes. Count it. 68 points by the Warriors. And we're not even at the half. Not even at the half just yet. Maxey's been very quiet. Rolls it over to Embiid downhill. Embiid to Martin. Martin with a wide open three-pointer. No good. And Curry with a rebound outlet pass. It was supposed to go to Kuminga. Intercepted, though, by Caleb Martin. Martin over to Embiid at the top of the perimeter. Now he's over at the nail. Tries to bounce it over to Caleb Martin, but the ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Draymond Green. With about 1 minute and 16 seconds to go in this second quarter. Not good so far. Maxey with a pass back over to Paul George. George over to Embiid downhill on the block. Can he take on Draymond Green and win again? The ball gets deflected. Draymond Green comes away with a steal as it was battered around and blocked by Kuminga. Curry hands it off over to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Curry. Wiggins downhill on the block. Good ball movement again by the Warriors. Kuminga to Green for another 3. In and out it goes. Embiid gets the rebound and hauls it on in for Philadelphia. Maxey gets it over into the Sixers front court. Wants to try to sprint his way over towards the cup. Tries to scoop and score. Doesn't get a foul call either. Kuminga on the other side. Goes up with it. Hands it off to Wiggins. And Embiid comes away with a block. And says, get that out of here. 36.3 seconds left to go. And the ball will still belong to Golden State. How does Tyrese Maxey not get fouled there? Don't know. Don't know. I don't understand. Curry tries to throw it away out of a double team. Finds Draymond Green for a 3. And Green's three-pointer's way off the mark. Draymond settling for a lot of three-point shots. And there's 24 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Sixers could at least, at the very least, cut it to a 13-point deficit. And we'll see what they can do here as the clock is milking down to 10 seconds in this second quarter. Maxey almost throws, he does. He throws it away over to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder tries to lay it up and in. That's no good. Maxey comes away with a rebound. Three-quarters court shot is up by Maxey, and it's off the mark, and that's going to do it. So the Sixers, they lose the first half, and they are down 68-52, and they have a lot of things to talk about at halftime as they go into the locker room. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. I need a quick step off. Well, that was a disgusting first half. That was not what you wanted the 76ers to do in half number one. But maybe this game turns out to be the opposite of what happened last night. Again, optimistic look, maybe. But this was not what you wanted to start off the game for the Sixers. It's a big game tonight in Golden State. And after blowing a game last night, the way that they did within the last 3.5 minutes, just by not putting up any points on the board. I mean, what happened to the Fire? What happened? Did they just lose their mojo? I don't know. Paul Hudrick just said they could have split the back-to-backs if they had simply held a 9-point lead with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go last night. And we're going to keep coming back to that if they end up losing this game. We are. Because then, does last night become relevant? Dude, they have me yawning over here. They do. They just have not played well. You want positives? I'll give you a positive. In the second quarter, the Sixers played a little bit better. And they gave the ball to Embiid. And they tried to slow the game down for a little bit. But that first quarter stunk. And Golden State was just hitting so many threes. They got so many wide open looks. They were playing at such a fast pace. That's the Golden State basketball way. Get the three-point shooters involved. Swing it out very quickly. Steph Curry is such a fast player that it's so hard that when Embiid is out there, like you have to try to find ways to either slow the game down or you have to match speed. You do. You have to match speed out there. And that's just, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. And I don't know where we go from here. We put up 33 points in that second quarter, but we're going to have to try to find a way to make ground from that first quarter because that first quarter is why we're down in this game. It's the truth. Paul George, 11 points, 2 rebounds. I don't want to get too lost in the stats. He's not played well today. Joel Embiid has not played well either. He played better at the end of the second quarter, but he does not look right. He doesn't look right today. He's not, I don't know. Is he not trusting his knee? Is something going on? I don't want to speculate, but he does not look quick at all. And he's not really taking advantage of the mismatches that he has. Tyrese Maxey has gone cold today. He's 3 for 10 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. The Warriors have allowed the Sixers to put up their big three to put up 33 points. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kuminga, Schroeder, and Draymond each have 9 points. Curry has 11, and Wiggins has 10. You do the math? That's 48 points. Caleb Martin hasn't even gotten a point today. And Kyle Lowry being out there, Nick Nurse. That's the last time I want to see Kyle Lowry out there. I don't want him anymore. Had a great career. He has to retire. Eric Gordon, I still think, has to do it too. What are your thoughts, though, on that first half? I don't know. What's up, AJ? How you doing? Don't blame myself. Oh, I'm not blaming anybody. But they are literally providing a snooze fest here. They just are. What else do you guys have to say about that? Caleb has been playing garbage. Oh, but JJ, look at his defense on Steph Curry. Look at how he's doing defending Steph Curry. I'll tell you what I see. I see a minus 15 and 0 points next to his name in 13 damn minutes. Gershon Yabusele has 11 points in 11 minutes, and yet he should be playing over Caleb Martin. See, the problem is this. We have guys on our team that are in charge that are very stubborn. They're not open to adapting. You know who we need in this game? We need more Ricky. 11 minutes, 3 points. Only a -1 on the bench. Made 3 foul shots out of 4. We need the athletic guys out there to get rebounds and to box out. Can you really rely on Kyle Lowry to box out? Can you rely on Eric Gordon to box out? Can you rely on Tyrese Maxey to box out? Or even Paul George all the time? No. People need to make open shots or just go to the basket. And Embiid needs to be down low on the block. Stop settling for the jump shots. If they're falling, great, but we need you to dominate down low on the block. That's where you should be living. And Tyrese, man, 2 turnovers. It's not really like you, man. Like, over these last couple of games, I don't know what's gotten into him. I don't know what's gotten into Maxey in these last couple of games. Do I see this as a trend? No. But he has to play better. He has to play a lot better. Hopefully this team can just wake up. The Warriors bench today has put up 26 points. They've outscored us 26-17. I can't still see Maxey blocking. He wouldn't block me, I promise. Well, he did have 1 block in this game. He actually had his defense has been better overall. He's been getting a lot better on defense, but it's, again, you play good defense and whatever. You'll add 68 points. That's not good defense. Steph Curry, Dennis Schroeder, Lindy Waters, and Moses Moody, all 3 of them today have a combined 10 threes. 10 threes they've made on 11 attempts. Ten for 11. Wake the hell up. All right, we're about ready to go into the second quarter pretty soon. Or sorry, the second half, that is. Pretty soon. What needs to be changed? It's simple. You need more life. You need more hustle. And you need your guys to go out there and have a chip on their shoulder. One thing that Nick Nurse did a really good job at last year was firing up his team with the locker room meetings and making adjustments coming out of the second quarter after halftime. Can he do that tonight? Can he do that tonight? These first 5 minutes are going to be very telling. The first 5 minutes of the second half are going to be very telling. Because if they go on a run, they have a chance. If Golden State goes on a run, we're done. Run and one or run and done? Don't know. Actually has the flu. He doesn't look good either. They're putting me to sleep, man. We need more of a charge attitude, says Scott. What else do we need? You think I should be out there? You think I should be taking threes? You think I should be in their faces? Maybe I should. I would actually get them motivated. I'm 6 feet 3 inches tall with a 6 foot wingspan. I could back Maxey down like a middle school kid, says Jane. That I would like to see. Next time Tyrese Maxey comes over to Florida, you got to hit him up, man. You got to hit him up. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. The second half should start in about 2 minutes. I need to put eye drops in or something. I need to get up and walk. So I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got breaking news. We did. We got breaking news. We hate to interrupt you guys, but Jimmy Butler has indicated that he wants to be traded and is open to playing anywhere except for Miami, according to Shams Charania. Just something to keep in the back of your mind. Jimmy was I listened to the little press conference that he had, and it clearly seemed like he wants out. It does. When you read between the lines and you're watching him, he does not look happy. And he said that he likes the life outside of Miami, but he's not happy on the court, and he said he wants to be happy again. That was the quote that he said. And I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and I think that he is on his way out of Miami. Is it possible that he could come back home? Is it possible? Don't know. Would you take Jimmy Butler back on Philadelphia? Is my question. Just had breaking news, man. So, he clearly wants out of Miami. It's actually insane. He's been there for 6 years. Dude, that's even more insane. All right, so the Sixers will start off the third quarter, and they will have to play defense first and foremost. Steph Curry gives it up over to Draymond Green. Green tries to go down the lane, hands it back over to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder with a mid-range J, puts it up and puts it in. How could some not like Florida? That's funny. Would you take Jimmy back? Hello from Megan. What's up, Megan? How you doing? Embiid over at the foul line extended. He's being guarded by Trace Jackson Davis. Sells for an elbow jumper. Got it to go. Good shot by Embiid. Do we want Jimmy Butler back on the Philadelphia 76ers? Green wide open three-pointer for Golden State. No good. And Tyrese Maxey gets the rebound for the Sixers. Maxey takes it over towards the cup, and he actually almost lost the ball. He did. He lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds. I was waiting for a ref signal. They did not give him any sort of a call. Nothing. Nothing like that. So Embiid is able to hit the foul line extended jump shot, but the Sixers turn it over. That's the third turnover on Maxey. You have another foul called on Kyle Lowry. It was a reach-in foul. George, Martin, Embiid, Lowry, and Maxey all out there for the Philadelphia 76ers. Green, Jackson Davis, Wiggins, Curry, and Schroeder all out there for the Golden State Warriors. 70-54, Golden State leads it up by 16 points. Wiggins at the top of the perimeter, dump off pass over to Steph Curry. Curry with a floater with the shot clock winding down. He can't get it. And good defense by Philadelphia. There's Caleb Martin again for Philadelphia. Over on the far side. And the Sixers trying to go or cut the deficit into 14 points. Embiid spinning and trying to fade and go up with a line drive shot. It goes in and out. It sort of tried to spiral in towards the drain. Could not do so, though. Green with a layup from coast to coast. Got it to go. 72-54. Golden State up by 18 points. And Draymond Green doing a pretty good job at utilizing his speed. Maxey is fouled as he tried to pass it to somebody, and Dennis Schroeder is the one that's guilty for committing the foul. It's a personal foul called on him. Maxey's 24 years old, went to South Garland High School, grew up in Garland, Texas, and was an NBA All-Star last year. Looking to try to become a two-time NBA All-Star this year. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. George zigzags over towards the foul line, finds Embiid, and Embiid gets the ball blocked. And Embiid could not hit the foul line jumper. Curry for three, near wing, swish. And the Warriors lead it by 21 points. It's getting ugly in Golden State for the Philadelphia 76ers. They're shooting 56% from three. Maxey dribbles over towards the left side. Hand off over to Embiid. Embiid back over to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey dribbles through contact, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. And he's fouled by Steph Curry. Get this man in foul trouble, man. Get him in foul trouble. Don't let him go off. And he's just such a great scorer. But would you take Jimmy Butler back on the Philadelphia 76ers? Comment your thoughts down below. We got 29 people on here watching. I want to hear yeses or nos on Jimmy Butler. Do you want him back? Do you not want him back? I forgot about pollutions. 31 likes, 22 people on here watching. Foul shot number one by Maxey. Puts it up and he knocks it down. Brickin' for chicken, Tyrese. I like that. How many points does Embiid have in this game? Well, he has 15 points and 9 rebounds. Maxey's second foul shot. Good.
Excellent.
Yes, just keep going on Steph on offense. Yeah, I know. 75-56. Here comes Andrew Wiggins again. Wiggins hands it off over to Trace Jackson Davis, finds Draymond Green. Green tries to dump it off to somebody, and it's over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey off to the races, tries to scoop and score. Can't get it. Again, the whistles remain silent. Curry on a fast break finds Draymond Green. Green back over to Steph Curry. Curry floats it up and gets it in over Paul George. He's just so quick. He's so deceptive. He's like Patrick Mahomes. He can do it all on offense. 77-56. Martin steps back, puts up an elbow jumper, and he got it to go. Got it, and the deficit's back down to 19 points. Jackson Davis again. Dump off pass over to Draymond Green, and Green throws it, and it goes out of bounds, but we have it'll still be Golden State basketball. It was last touched by Joel Embiid, I believe. Curry is just so good off the ball. I mean, the off-ball screens that he provides, he's just so good at that, man. 77 points for the Warriors, 58 points for the Philadelphia 76ers. An inbound pass over to Steph Curry. Curry trying to get some separation over Maxey, and we have a foul called on the floor on Tyrese. And Steph Curry wanted to know why that's not in the act of shooting. Come on, man. That's what he says. So it is another foul on the floor. It's the third foul by Philadelphia. Scoring leaders tonight, Steph Curry with 16 points. He only had 3 points in that first quarter. He's been going off now. And, well, the Golden State bench sort of helped him out in that first quarter and gave him a little bit of breathing room, if you will. Curry gets the ball knocked loose. And it'll still be Golden State ball as it goes out of bounds towards the baseline. Not a whole lot to be excited about in this game so far. Kyle Lowry's still out there on the floor for the Sixers. There's Wiggins with a pass downhill over to Draymond Green, and Green does get fouled by Gershon Yabusele. Again, this Warriors ball movement has been so crisp, and yet the Sixers cannot keep up with their fast-paced play. $77-58 is the score. 8:12 to go in the third quarter. Foul shot number 1 by Draymond is good. Can I get the Discord link, says Brandon? Yeah. Mods, if you could do me a solid and provide the link to the link tree, the Discord link should be involved on there. Actually, the link tree is right over here, Brandon. You just click on that link on Stream Elements, and that's where it is. 79-58 as foul shot number 2 is good by Green. And Draymond able to hit it. Able to get it to fall. 8 minutes left remaining in the third quarter. Here's George on a three-pointer. Yes, sir. Paul George able to hit it over from the far wing. And the Sixers cut the deficit back to 18 points. 7:45 to go in quarter number 3. Sixers, if they're going to get back into this, they're going to have to knock down some threes, and they're going to have to really just change the pace. Maxey blocks it from behind on Dennis Schroeder, but he still goes up with the mid-range J, and he got it. Just an unfriendly bounce. Sixers played better defense there, but unfortunately did not go their way. Martin on the near wing, and he's blitzed over there. They'll try to dump it over to Joel Embiid. And Embiid takes about a couple of jab steps. He's looking to pass it over to Martin. Caleb Martin tries to scoop and score, gets it rejected by Draymond Green, and we have a shooting foul called on Dennis Schroeder. There is the Discord link right there. Yes, it is right there. Good job. Good job, mods. Just got to go out there with better effort. Gershon will be at the line. Try to make it as close to an 18-point game. Foul shot number 1 by Gershon Yabusele is up and in. That makes it 81-62. They've just had nothing to look for in this game. They've gone so stale. They look out of sorts, out of sync. And it's like their paint is dry, if that makes any sort of sense. Foul shot number 2 by Yabusele is good.
Excellent.
Sixers, the good news from tonight is that they're 18 for 19 from the foul line. Curry dribbles around the screen set by Kuminga and now has Embiid on him. Curry will pass it out over to Wiggins, and Curry's still on Joel Embiid. Here comes Kuminga driving it over towards the lane, rolling towards the basket, finds Wiggins, and Wiggins puts it up and lays it in. George again on the far wing, hands it off over to Embiid, and Embiid goes up with a shot. He's fouled by Steph Curry. Is that who they're going to call it on? It's 83-63, and we have Curry going on over towards the bench with about 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. We have a timeout called. Just like that. Sixers will be back in just a little bit. And we'll see what's in store. Buddy Hield just stepped back in for Dennis Schroeder. And Jonathan Kuminga came on in. So it is a shooting foul on Curry. That's only his first personal foul today. How did I think we would win this game? I don't know, man. This team just drives you crazy. They really do. And the Warriors, I know that they don't have a good record right now, even though they started off the season well. But because of the pace that they play, it's so hard to stop them. You got to have a smaller team, and you can't. This is where things get wonky, because you look at somebody's record, you see how many wins and losses they have, and it's like, yeah, on paper you should beat them, but they play with a different pace. They do. They just play with a different pace. Maxey can't make any layups. Dude, he's 3 for 11 from the field. That does show like how bad he's been playing. It does. It does add up. Joel looks so out of shape. Always leaning over hands on his knees, says Neil. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Is Draymond playing good defense on them? He is. But Joel is settling for so many jump shots. They got to stop doing that, big fella. Come on. He's missing a lot of layups. George has actually shot more efficient ever since the first quarter. You want a positive? There's a positive. Caleb Martin with just 2 points, though. Kyle Lowry's a minus 14. Everybody's a minus for the Sixers, but I'm just saying that it's just awful. Warriors only have 3 timeouts left. Sixers still have 6. Just think that that's interesting, too. How the Flyers doing? Flyers are down 2-1 to the Vegas Knights. Thinking about Shaq at the same age. He looked like a cheetah compared to Embiid. Yeah, Shaq's the better center. There's no doubt about it. Embiid certainly has more skill when it comes to shooting the mid-range and shooting the 3, but there's no doubt about it. Like, Shaquille O'Neal is Shaquille O'Neal. And I love Embiid. I do. I've always loved Joel Embiid. Embiid's going to go over to the line and try to make a pair of free throws. Cut it back within 20. The first shot, he got it to fall. Embiid, of course, got to play with Steph Curry in the Olympics, which was something that he really did enjoy. Second foul shot by Embiid. Good.
Excellent.
18-point ball game. 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Curry trying to get physical with Caleb Martin. And Kuminga will toss it on over to Curry. Yabusele's guarding him. Curry steps back, puts up a mid-range J. Good defense by Gershon. And a nice rebound by Joel Embiid. Handoff over to Martin. Martin to Embiid. Embiid for 3 at the top of the key. Yes! Embiid able to knock it down with ease. Bingo! All right, maybe that can change things. 83-68, and it's a 15-point game with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Have they woke up just yet? Sixers get a turnover here. It's Tyrese Maxey who's able to collect the bad pass. Embiid thought about taking the 3 again. No, you got to pass it over to Maxey, and he does. Maxey swings it to George. George to Martin. Gets his defender to buy on a pump fake. Goes up with a shot. It's rejected by Draymond Green. Oh, he should have taken it. Should have taken that shot. Here's Hield, one more to Kuminga. Kuminga thought about taking the three-pointer, but he Hield gets a little bit of space, lost the dribble, though. Finds Curry, who catches in rhythm, puts up a 3, got it. Man, I mean, the trigger is just so quick for Steph Curry, and it's like, even if you give him a little bit of daylight, he'll find a way to knock it down. He is perfect from 3 tonight, 5 for 5 from downtown. Back to an 18-point game. Maxey over on the near side, being guarded by Wiggins. He gives it over to Embiid down low on the block. Embiid wants to try to take a turnaround J over Draymond. That's no good. Gershon tries to fight for the rebound, and Steph Curry gets it. Well, he was double-teamed and could not box him out. Curry for 3 again, banks it on in, and it's back to a 21-point lead. Steph Curry, 6 for 6 from 3. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid thought about taking the 3 again. Gives it up over to George. And this is just good defense by the Golden State Warriors. A 6-0 run, all led by Steph Curry. Embiid draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws with about 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Steph Curry getting very hot for Golden State. Give him 22 points. He's 6 for 6 from 3 and 8 for 12 from the field. And he called it, man. Like, he even called glass on that last shot. Not a good night for Philadelphia. Foul shot number 1 by Embiid. Good. And it's all because they lost that first quarter. That's why. It's all because they lost that first quarter. And it's been all Golden State in this game. 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Curry has had the 3rd highest three-pointers made per game since December 9th. Just behind Jordan Poole, his former teammate, and Donovan Mitchell. Embiid's second foul shot, no good. And Kuminga able to box out Yabusele and get the rebound. 20-point game. Curry, all eyes on him. Swings it over to Wiggins for 3. And Andrew Wiggins, assassinator, able to knock it down again. Raining threes for Golden State. They're 17 for 28 from 3, shooting at a 60% rate. Embiid for 3, other side, no good. And Jonathan Kuminga gets the rebound. It is off the front of the rim. Kuminga to Green. Curry on the near wing. Curry rotates, finds Buddy Hield. Here's Wiggins, and, well, the shot goes up by Curry. The ball gets rejected, and it is blocked, and it goes to the bounds. Last touch by the Philadelphia 76ers. Unfortunately, this is not a golden night. Somebody take his legs out, Curry, says Jane. Dude, he's just such a lethal shooter. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know, all these things, man. He's the best shooter on earth. Still. Curry gets it over on the near corner. Again, pulls up from 19 feet. Got it to go. Timeout by the Sixers. 25-point game as Golden State is taken over in the third quarter. Steph Curry just doing Steph Curry things. Give him 24 points. He's 9 for 13 from the field. 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 24 points for Steph Curry. And this was a bounce-back game for him because he was not coming off of a good game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He went 3 for 11 from 3. So it was a quiet game for him. Unbelievable. Ay, ay. Hey, man. I'll take Jimmy Butler back now. Find a way to get that man over here. Please. Please get Jimmy back. I'll take Jimmy back. I'll take Jimmy Butler back. Am I living in the moment? Yes. What have I got planned for the weekend? That's a good question. I'm actually really hungry right now. This weekend, I have a lot of goals that I want to get done, man. I have a lot of things that I want to get done. I was so close to being in on the Sixers, says Neil. That's because the Cavs have so many good young players. I take Jimmy Butler back. Yeah. I'll take Jimmy back. What do I have going on this weekend? Tomorrow I'm going out to lunch with a friend. Exercising again tomorrow. Saturday. I have to come up with a whole list of New Year's resolutions. I really want to make sure that I dedicate some time tomorrow to do that and just come up with all different types of goals to set for myself this year. Jimmy back. Oh, Jimmy back. When you coming back? Sounds like a song I think I heard. Yeah. I don't know. I want Jimmy back. I'll take him back, man. Something has to give, though. You giving Paul George up? I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, I want Jimmy Butler. I'll take Steph. Steph Curry, this is the third time in his career where he's gone 6 for 6 from downtown. Handoff over to Ricky Council. Council to Gordon. Gordon to Embiid down low on the block. Embiid does get double teamed. Finds Gordon again. Council swings it over to Jackson. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson's little teardrop is up and in. And the Sixers down by 23 points. They've cut it to 18. And then Steph Curry just went psycho all over the Sixers. He's not out there right now. This is the time for the Sixers to try to get back into this with him over on the bench. Kuminga with the turnaround J. In and out it goes. And I will, or Embiid will get the rebound for Philadelphia. Here's a three-pointer by Jackson. And that one's just a little bit too strong. It was a good look. Just could not go down. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sixers are in the bonus. And they trail by 23 points. Kuminga over at the top of the key. Now steps in over at the nail. Little lob pass inside, but he gets it back over at the foul line. And Embiid comes away with another rebound. So he now has a double-double for Philadelphia. And Embiid will try to initiate some contact. And he's fouled by Jackson Davis. For real, PG versus Butler. I don't know, man. Ideally, it sounds good. George is a better three-point shooter than Jimmy is, though, and that's the thing. But this team is just so annoying. Foul shot number 1 by Embiid. It rims out. I would take Schroeder over PG. Dennis Schroeder, yeah. I don't know. George is just on a huge contract, man. Foul shot number 2. Got it.
Excellent.
Makes it now 94-72 with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sixers are in the bonus with about 2 minutes left. Hield gets it over on the far corner. Lost the ball, though. Jackson comes away with a loose change. Jackson to Gordon. Gordon pump fakes. And we have another turnover called on Philadelphia. It was Reggie Jackson who lost the ball. And actually, sorry, Gordon traveled. He traveled. Less than 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Kuminga swings it over to Buddy Hield. Hield catches, puts up a three-pointer again. And Embiid again able to get a rebound. So he's been active on the glass. But he's been the only one that's been active over on the glass. Embiid gets fouled once again. And he'll head on over to the line. I haven't seen Tyrese Maxey out there throughout this entire third quarter. Maybe just a little bit, but he's been on the bench for a while, man. He really has. Embiid is over at the line. If you want to look at the schedule ahead for the Sixers, we can sort of do that right now. We still have a full quarter left to play. Foul shot number 1 by Embiid is up and in. I don't care what the stats say about Joel Embiid tonight. It's not a good game. Yeah, you can say that he had 30 points or whatever, but he just has not looked good, man. Second foul shot by Joel Embiid, and he misses it again. 3 missed foul shots during his last 3 trips around, and that's not like him either. Why isn't he taking the ball up the floor? When was that a good idea? Well, to be fair, he's done it for a while. 3-pointer by Moody is up, and that one is in. Moses Moody, another guy off the bench for Golden State, just outscoring the Sixers bench by himself. 97-73. It's back to a 24-point lead. Embiid gets it over on the near side. Wants to try to swing it over to Gordon for a logo 3-pointer, and he's human. With 1:03 left to go in the third quarter. I mean, the Warriors are shooting at an outrageous amount. They are. Kuminga with an elbow jumper, no, but a foul called on Joel Embiid. I mean, it is. They've been shooting the ball very outrageously from downtown. And Nick Nurse is just putting his hands up behind his head. Looks like he's just chilling over there. It's like, what else can I do? It's like he's, I don't know. The stats say he should have said another one. He should have sat another one. Tyrese Maxey will come back in for the Sixers as the first free throw is good by Golden State. And Reggie Jackson will take a seat. And Kuminga for the second free throw knocks it down. 24 points for Curry, 23 points for Embiid. What's been the difference? Well, Sixers bench hasn't really done a lot. Draymond Green has 13 points. Wiggins has 15. Schroeder has 13. Kuminga has 10 off the bench. And Moody has 9. And he's 3 for 3 from the field. Now, we do have a shot that's up and in by Embiid. And he'll go to the line for one more. Kuminga does get the foul called on him. And Embiid will try to go to the line for foul shots number 14 and 15. 13 rebounds for him. Only 2 assists. The Sixers have been playing so much ISO ball in this game. 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And here we go. The second foul shot is good. Sorry, the foul shot is good. Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
37 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Sixers are going to need to go on a big run at the start of the fourth quarter. Without a doubt. Kuminga will try to inbound it over to Dennis Schroeder. Here's Kuminga on a drive over towards the basket. Scoops and scores and one. 100-76. That just took about 3 seconds off the clock. And Kuminga has an and one opportunity coming on up. And they'll try to make it a 25-point ball game. You can find JJ's weekly schedule on JJ's YouTube community page. Thank you. And the foul shot is good. There's about 9 seconds differentiating the shot clock from the game clock. Scott, it's so hard to find, so I thank you, kind mate. Yeah, make sure that you turn on your personalized notifications. That's how you get a hold of it, man. This game is dreadful. Embiid at the top of the key takes it down over towards the lane, and he dunks it. Well, that's a good sign. Embiid able to get into flight mode, and he puts it down with one hand. I'll write that down in my notes. That's the second game in a row where he's been able to dunk it, so at least he's able to jump. 101-78. Ball gets knocked loose, but a foul called again on Gershon Yabusele, and more free throws coming on up for Golden State. So Joel able to get past 2 defenders, and he was able to dunk it. Couldn't jump as high, but still was able to roll over towards the rim. Schroeder with the first free throw. It's good. Warriors are 8 for 10 from the line. Sixers are 24 for 28. What's been the difference? 2s versus 3s. Golden State has made 12 more 3s compared to the Sixers. And the foul shot is up and in to make it back to a 25-point game. Warriors have put up 35 points in the first and in the third quarter alone. Sixers defense has gone stale. Embiid takes it up for the Sixers, tries to scoop and score, gets it blocked. And that is going to do it as we are done with the third quarter, head into the fourth quarter. And the Sixers, who are down by 25 points, have a mountain to climb if they want to try to get back into this. All right, trivia time. I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. So I want to know from the Philadelphia 76ers, okay, in the who was the head coach for the Philadelphia 76ers in the 1985 to 86 season? In the 1985 to 1986 season. Let me know. End of three quarters of Warriors 103, Sixers 78. Come on, give me an answer. Head coach of the Sixers from the 1985 to 86 season was who? That's a hard one. Scott's on a roll today, man, with these questions in the chat. Shout out to Scott, man. It is a hard one. But the hard one tonight because guess what? This is a hard watch. The 1985 to 86 season. John Lucas. Nope. Not John Lucas. One more guess. Mary Golly. Nope. One more. One more guess. Mary Golly. Doug Collins. The head coach during the 1985 to 86 season was Matt Gokas. Led the Sixers to a 54 and 28 record. He's 80 years old now. He went to St. Joe's high school and college, and was born in Philadelphia. He'll be 81 on February 25th. Yes, that's correct. Yep. Jane got it. That is correct. Ay. Sixers get the ball to start off the fourth quarter. It's going to be Maxey, George, Council, Gordon, and Yabusele. Maxey swings it down low over to Gershon. Gershon tries to swing it out of a double team, finds George. George catches, puts up a three-pointer, got it. Paul George able to knock it down from the top of the key and make it a 103 to 81 ball game. I honestly think that we're going to play a little bit faster now since Embiid's not out there. I think that that's the key to winning this game. Kuminga steps into rhythm, puts up a three-pointer. Maybe I jinxed them. There's a three-pointer, and he puts it up, and he knocks it down. 106-81. How many three-pointers is that now? That's 19 threes for the Warriors. That's insane. Maxey hands it off over to George. George catches, puts up a three, and that one is no good. Draymond Green comes away with the rebound. Curry out there for Golden State. A dribble handoff over to Draymond, and a little how do you do on a spinning floater, a turnaround floater by Jonathan Kuminga again. 108-81. George dribbles over towards the right side, tries to step back, get some space, put up an elbow jumper, and he's fouled. And he got tripped up by Jonathan Kuminga. And he'll head to the charity stripe to try to knock down 2 free throws. Try to make it a 25-point ball game. Let's see what's on the Sixers schedule after this, man. Who do we got after this? 54-28. I don't cheat. I use my resources. Chuck Norris, his hammer. No. That's not right. That's incorrect. George, first free throw. Got the friendly bounce. Ugh. Sixers play Brooklyn on Saturday. Then on Monday night, they play the Phoenix Suns at home at 7 o'clock. Then they play the Washington Wizards at home at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Friday, we will not be able to do that game because we have our first Villanova game of the year. That'll be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Sunday, we got Sixers taking on Orlando in Orlando for the final time during the regular season. 110-83. Sixers have only put up 24 points in the paint. Warriors have put up 38 points. At this point, I just want to see Paul George try to take more threes, man. I need us to just take threes. Council for 3 on the other side for the Sixers. Can't get it to go. And the Warriors just outplaying the Sixers in every single way possible. Healed for 3 off the mark. And finally, somebody misses on the Warriors. Gordon got the rebound. Maxey steps back, lets it fly for a tray, and he knocks it down. So Tyrese Maxey able to make it 110-86. Oh, step back. How do you do 3? Here's Curry for a three-pointer. 7 for 7. Curry is lighting it up from downtown. He's not human. He's not human. Maxey gets the dribble handoff, lights it up again for 3. And he did not get his feet set. Curry got the rebound again. Curry gets some space. 8 threes for Curry. Yes! Wow! Steph Curry, 8 for 8 from downtown, putting on a show and digging the Sixers a grave. And that right there is game. 30-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. He is killing the Sixers tonight. Absolutely killing them. That's just murder. What in the living hell am I witnessing? You're witnessing greatness, Jane. This guy is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's putting on a clinic. 8 for 8 he is from 3. Now, how many threes in a row? That's just... Okay, I think Steph can sit now. The Warriors are up by 100, says Paul Hudrick. So much for mid. Steph Curry is just him, bro. Steph Curry is just him. Dude, that is insane. He's 36. And his thumb was taped up. I think his thumb's fine. Just an absolute monstrous performance by Curry. Every time he comes out, after putting up a bad performance. It's GG. Crazy. Absolutely wild. Let's look and see who has the most straight three-pointers. Steph Curry for the 3 quarters, 24 points. He now has 30. Sixers have to be embarrassed at this point, says Keith Pompey. The Warriors are up by 30 points with 9:12 left remaining. Sixers have given up. Get the starters out and end this game, says RB. I don't even have a post game, man. Honestly. What else do I say after this? What do I say? A no-show. A no-show tonight. There's a Sixers fan who has a Kelly Green Eagles shirt on. Right on his phone. Yeah, just one of those nights, man. They've been wide open threes. It's absolutely insane. It's the first time in his NBA career ever making all 8 of his threes. Now, Klay Thompson had 10 consecutive threes in January of 2019, and I think that was against the Kings when he was on the Warriors. Curry is still out there, by the way. I kind of want to see him do this, not going to lie. 116-86. Curry with a nice pass to Buddy Hield for a three-pointer. That one is way off. Adembona comes away with the rebound. Here's Ricky Council out there for the Sixers. Council over to Doughton. And Doughton goes in between the circles. Tries to go down the lane. Put up a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound again by Buddy Hield. Green looking to try to get Curry involved. Instead, they'll just give it up to Kuminga, who rolls over to the basket. And it's too easy. 118-86. Golden State rolling on all cylinders tonight. And Jeff Doughton Jr. is out there. It looks like we have a load full of Golden State Warriors about ready to check on him with about 8:05 to go. Doughton Jr. will try to scoop and score. And he will. And the Sixers make it a 30-point game with less than 8 minutes left to be played. Yeah, but no, we ain't doing a post-game show after tonight. We're just going to do it now, man. I mean, we'll see if Curry can make another 3 here. Curry thought about taking a tray. Instead, he'll kick it out over to Moses Moody, and Moody goes 4 for 4 from 3. So him and Curry combined have gone 12 for 12 from downtown. These are 2K numbers. These are 2K numbers that they're putting on the Sixers. Absolutely embarrassing. And we have a timeout called with 7.5 minutes to go. Is there a timeout called? No, Justin Edwards will come on in. Well, we can see what we have out of Justin Edwards, so that's a very good thing. I wish that Justin Edwards and Adembona would play more. Curry tonight, 30 points, 10 assists, 11 for 15 from the field, and he gets a standing ovation from the Warriors fans. And he's finally out. Comes Council down the lane. Try to give it back over to Jeff Doughton Jr. Here comes Justin Edwards for a three-pointer. Off the mark. Rising Rhino in the house. What's up, man? 7 minutes left to go. Three-pointer by Waters. His three-pointer's way off the mark. And Adembona able to fight for the rebound. It's 121-88 with 7 minutes left. Edwards on the drive over towards the basket. Hands it off over to Adembona. Another dribble handoff over to Council. And Council tries to lay it up and in, and he does. Like number 36. Well, who wants to tune in after a game like this? Pretty insane. This might go down as one of the worst losses that the Sixers have had in recent history. Really. Dembona comes away with a steal, and Gershon Yabusele has it for Philadelphia. Yabusele hands it off over to a Dembona. He lost the ball. Another Sixers turnover with 6:21 to go. What's going on in this game? Steph Curry just went 8 for 8 from 3. And Moses Moody 4 for 4 from 3. Steph Curry has never gone 8 for 8 from 3 in his career. And, of course, it happens tonight against Philadelphia. Dembona gets a steal off of the bad pass. And, by the way, the Warriors, let's just put this into perspective, too. The Golden State Warriors tonight from 3 just could not miss. I mean, they made at least 20 threes in this game. And there's a shot that's good by Council. And the Sixers have 92 points. They made 22 threes on 37 attempts. And they shot 59.5%. As with a huge comeback win in overtime. Oh, that's nice. We have a little scoop and score by Lindy Waters, the third. Rhino, for real, I need to watch the highlights. Oh, yeah. 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Doughton Jr. tries to head down the lane, goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. Where do we begin? The Sixers could not close out on threes. Tonight was just so sloppy. You gave up 70 points combined in the first and in the third quarter. And then the Sixers, when they did provide some offense out there in the second quarter, they just could not play defense on Golden State, and they neutralized them, and that was the game. If the Sixers wanted to come back in the third quarter, what they were going to have to do was they were going to have to continue to put a body on Steph. And unfortunately, when they stopped going to Caleb Martin on defense, and even though Caleb wasn't doing anything on offense, Steph Curry got hot, and he was lighting it up from 3. And that's why they lost. So, when Curry wasn't getting involved, the bench was doing their job, and they went a long ways for Curry, and the Sixers lost because of that, and then Curry was just able to do his thing. Here's Waters for a three-pointer, and a Dembona grabs the miss. 123 to 92. Council again is going to try to be aggressive. Goes up with a shot, and he banks it in. So at least Ricky Council, the fourth, has been playing well. 9 points for him. This is why he has to play, Nick. This is why he has to play. Waters on the drive to the basket. It's rejected by a Dembona. And Jeff Doughton Jr. has it. Edwards for 3 on a catch and shoot. Way off the mark. Gershon can't catch the rebound. And it goes into the hands of Kyle Anderson. So a Dembona with another block over on the other side. And he stepped out of bounds. Put this guy out there, man. I'm tired of Nick Nurse saying he can't play. Put him out there. Please. Mid-range jumper is good by Waters. 125 to 94 with 4:14 left to go. When the starters are out there, dude, he needs to be playing. Have him come off the bench. Council steps back, tries to put up a three-pointer, and that's good. So he's feeling it now for the Sixers. Next, a 23-foot jumper. So Ricky Council with 12 points, 4 for 6 from the field. And he scored like the last 9 points for the Sixers. There's an and one opportunity, though, for Kyle Anderson and the Golden State Warriors. There's anything I learned tonight, a Dembona needs to be the backup center. I want him at backup center. Stop leashing the man and put him out there. Please. And Ricky Council needs to be in the rotation over Caleb Martin right now. Really over Kyle Lowry. Curry is 8 for 8 from 3. And his night is done. That's why he's one of the best, if not the best shooter of all time. Council wants to dance, puts up a three-pointer. It hits off the front of the rim. He needed a heat check there. Yep, 128-97. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Another rejection by Adem Bona. That's the third block already in 3 minutes. 3 blocks. 3 blocks. And Kevon Looney able to make a bucket. Dude, Kevon Looney hasn't even played today. Looney has not even played today. I'll take Kevon Looney over any other guy that we have now, too. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Yabusele catches, puts up a three-pointer. That's off the mark. 130-97 with 2.5 minutes to go. Yeah, so you want takeaways from tonight? My takeaway is that Adem Bona needs to be he has to stop being babied, and he needs to be in the rotation for the Sixers because they don't have a backup center, and he's their second best option as a rim protector. We let Steph Curry get all over the court tonight, and he was 8 for 8 from 3, which is the first time he's ever done that in his career. And we gave up 132 points. The Warriors made 23 threes. You can't write this up. 23 threes on 38 attempts. You're going to lose if you give up 23 threes in whatever capacity. You know what their bench did to you? I'll tell you what the bench did to you. Ready for this? Their bench, Jonathan Kuminga had 20 off the bench. Moses Moody was 4 for 5 from 3. Moses Moody! Moody's only averaging 7.5 points a game. Moses freaking Moody is literally having a heyday from 3. Their bench had 54 points. The Sixers bench had 32. Oh, but JJ, Joel Embiid had 28 points and 14 rebounds tonight. He sucked. He sucked tonight. Tyrese Maxey was awful tonight. This team came out lifeless from the beginning. They did not want to be out there and play. And Golden State gave it to them. And the loss last night looks a lot worse now. Looks a lot worse now. They play Brooklyn on Saturday. I need a couple of days off from this team. This was putrid. This was so putrid. Things were looking so much better after they beat Boston. That was a huge, huge win at the Garden. And yet they lose. They not only lose, they get outblown by a Golden State team who, by the way, starts off the season 12-3, and over their last 17 games, they're 4-13. Four and 13 over their last 17 games. They lost to the Clippers. They lost to the Lakers. They lost to the Pacers. Lost to the Grizzlies. They lost to the Rockets. Rockets are having a good year. Unbelievable. Seriously. and 13 over their last 17 games. You lose to a team who just fired their head coach, and you had them right on the ropes yesterday, and you lost a 13-0 run with 3.5 minutes to go. I said fine. This is inexcusable. Steph Curry smiling over on the bench. Paul George and Joel Embiid and Lowry are just looking around like, when's the game going to end? How about taking accountability for your actions, man? Where's that? Edwards puts up a three-pointer for the Sixers. That one's off the mark. Justin Edwards is... This was a time for him to prove himself, and I don't like that. Dembona tries to go up and down on defense. Kevon Looney gets the bucket and one. Oh, man. I'll take Jimmy Butler now. I'll take Jimmy Butler now. Is he really going to be the saving grace, though, for the Sixers? No. But I'll take Jimmy Butler. We just couldn't even get bodies on Steph Curry or anybody. We couldn't put hands in anybody's faces, and we were not playing fast. They were playing at such a fast rate that it was literally impossible for you to stop the ball movement. What else do you have to say? Please, somebody else in the chat. Please, there has to be more. There has to be more that has to be said. I can't just be the only one on here that's really frustrated. Come on, man. What else? What else am I missing? Come on. 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. A little dribble handoff down low and a little reverse layup by Golden State Warriors. Was that Lindy Waters again? I don't even know at this point. They need one more bucket to get 140 points. Council over on the near wing. Come on, chat. What else? What else has to be said? How many turnovers did this team have today? How many turnovers did they have today in this game? Yeah, they got to 100. 130 to 103. Steph Curry's the 5th player in NBA history to shoot 8 for 8 from 3 or better. Last time that happened, it was Jalen Brunson, who did it on December 15th of 2023. And I think that if my memory serves me correct, I think that was against a team that I know. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is. God, this team is awful. Can't write this up, man. Can't write this up. I don't usually rant, but they deserve it. They so deserve it. Council on the drive over to the basket. Hey, you know what, BW? I'll take the Phillies over this. I'll take the Phillies over this. At least the Phillies wouldn't get blown out like this. I thought that was bad. Sometimes you don't know what you have until you see something. 3 seconds left to go. And the Sixers, there's a foul called with 0.5 of a second left. And the refs are just like, come on, man. We're just going to pull this off. Signing off, I say so much and none is heard. I'm like Rising Rhino, being more impartial at this time of the night. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Oh, we love you too. Doughton's going to the line for 2 free throws. And the first foul shot is good to make it 139 to 104. Dude, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna go off on this team. I am. Please stay on. They deserve a full rant tonight from me. They are not done yet. 139 104. Grab your popcorn, sit back and relax, and watch a red-faced JJ come aboard. 139-105, that's going to do it. And finally, the game is over. Steph Curry just sitting over there with his hands folded, saying, yep, just another day where I got to clock in and clock out. 8 for 8 from 3. Did not miss. Was perfect from 3. And had 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 30 points as well. I'm not sending a letter to Nick Nurse yet. All right. Hold up. All right. I'm not going to be looking at chat right now. They deserve to hear the full thing from me. Okay. Welcome aboard. You were tuning in to Sixers Postgame Live. I said I wasn't even going to do a postgame show, but this team really, really discouraged. They took a lot out of me tonight, and I didn't think that this could ever happen. I really didn't. I never thought that I could even get mad at this team again. I thought that this team for a really long time would just shut me down and just be like, it can't get worse. Can't get worse than it already is. We started off 3-11 on the season, or 3-14 that is, and we're playing really, really bad basketball. Can't get worse, right? Can't get worse. Oh no, that's the Philadelphia 76ers for you. The curse of the NBA and the curse of Philadelphia sports. Oh, it can absolutely get worse. How about we give you a blowout today and a team who comes in with Golden State. There's a very good offensive team, but they put up 139 points in their house tonight, and you backed it up with just 105 points. Yeah, how about that? How about that, Sixers? Great job. Great job on your end. You lost by 34 points, and their bench literally put up 50 against yours. 50 damn points. That's the most discouraging thing tonight. You know what they did tonight? They came out of the gates. And they put up 19 points in the first quarter. They were getting turnovers in the first quarter, and yet Maxey's missing bunnies. Guys are missing wide open layups, and we can't capitalize. We get the turnovers, and we're not making the layups. And we're not starting off on the strong foot. Steph Curry only had 3 points in the first quarter. Just 3. Just 3 points in the first quarter. And all of a sudden, Moses Moody's 3 for 3 from 3. This guy is shooting 32%, and he's Steph Curry 2.0. How? I don't know. Insane, man. He shot 80% from the field in this freaking game. Moses Moody. What else? What else happened? Nick Nurse continues to love to go to a 39-year-old and Kyle Lowry, who just can't play basketball anymore, needs to put it up, needs to retire, and he only has 2 points in 10 minutes. He comes out there, he starts the game, he's a minus 14, and guess what? You're getting off on the wrong foot because you're playing 4-on-5 basketball. Am I surprised that he still continues to play him? No. He just loves Kyle Lowry. He won the championship with him back in 2019 on the Toronto Raptors. And he just, has a blast from the past trying to play these older guys, Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry, and these guys that are out of their prime. And we're just giving them money. We're giving them playing time. That's fine. That's totally cool. Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry today had 5 points in 24 combined minutes. And guess what? Kevon Looney played in 8 minutes in garbage time and gave you more points than they did in 5 minutes. He played 5 minutes, and he gave them 8 points. Crazy. Kyle Anderson had 8 points in 8 minutes. Every single person on the bench, except for Pat Spencer, had a bucket. Get Eric Gordon off my team. Get Kyle Lowry off my team. Caleb Martin. Oh, but JJ, he played such great defense. He played really, really good defense over these last 2 weeks. Oh, his defense is so valuable. 2 points in 22 minutes. And a minus 19 on the plus-minus stat sheet. How valuable is that? How valuable is that? The Warriors shot 61% from the field. They out-rebounded you 43-33. And you know how many assists they had? 42. Guess how many you had? 16. They spanked you in Golden State. That was a murder that we just witnessed. Pitiful. I'd be disappointed if they would have lost this game from a nail biter, but this is outrageous. This is fire Nick Nurse. And this is a wake-up call for Daryl Morey that he has to do something at the deadline. This is 1,000% a wake-up call for Daryl. This is sounding the alarms. Nick Nurse loves living and dying with the older guys out there that are, again, they should be playing in the Big Three League with Ice Cube and all these other guys that are, older. Crazy. Buddy Hield only had 3 points for them, and he was a plus 17. They had 42 assists. Their ball movement was so crisp. They were so fast tonight. 42 damn assists. How many wide open threes? The amount of wide open threes that they had was outrageous too. They made 15 wide open threes. That's your game. That's your Sixers team tonight. And you stay up, 10 o'clock game, and that's what you get. Maxey was awful today. I love Tyrese Maxey. Most three-point field goals without a miss. The last person to go perfect and shoot over 5 threes against the Sixers was Lauri Markkanen. 7 for 7 he was from 3. That was back in 2020. Kobe did it and went 7 for 7 in 2005. Bojan Bogdanovic last year did it. That's who I was remembering. It wasn't Jalen Brunson. Bogdanovic did it against the Sixers in 2023 and was 6 for 6 from 3. And then last but not least on that list, gotta hit the rewind button, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry did it back in 2016. We have him on the team. How did he do tonight? 0 for 2 from the field in 10 minutes. I'm trying not to curse, man. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm not a yeller. But man, was that upsetting. And was that bad or what? Sound the alarms. Nick Nurse needs to be on the hot seat right now. 42 dimes, that adds up to $4.20. Unbelievable. BW, that's a funny comment that you make because they are the oldest team. They are. They play. If you're under 30 years old, you're not getting a lot of minutes out there unless you're Tyrese Maxey. That's it. If you're under 30, you're not getting a lot of minutes out there. And that's the truth. I think I got everything out of my system. We lost everything tonight. We got out-bullied. We got outplayed. And this was probably the largest margin of a loss I've seen in a very, very long time. How do you bounce back from this? Don't ask me. This wasn't just a loss. This was a murder. This was an ass whooping. And yet, with 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, they took out their starters, and yet Golden State's still at 36 on you. They averaged per quarter 33 points. That's absurd. Lowry had 2 points, says Chris. Yeah. He had 2 points. He had just as many points as Guy Santos, who had 2 points in 8 minutes. I love you all. I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I think I'm done ranting about this team. Hopefully we get some YouTube shorts out of this, but this was a disgrace. Flat out disgrace. Lalatoa will be back on Saturday night. We got another Sixers game. Will they bounce back? Don't ask me now. I cannot wait to go to bed after that. Now we'll catch you all on the next one. Then at least we got the Eagles on Sunday. Oh, wait, the Eagles aren't going to be playing their starters, so who really cares? I'm in the moment, man. All right, love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. Peace out. And I will see you guys soon. I do love you guys, by the way. You guys are the best. All right. Don't forget that. Philly Freaks all the way. Villanova time. Not this week. It's next week. It's next week. It's 4:45, I believe. I'll double check. We have another week though, so we're good. See you guys on Saturday. Bye. Love you.